We're back. We're at Devil's Advocate. The Jeff Dubay Show. It is Monday, and I'm tired. I got no right to be this tired. I don't do anything. I work 3 hours a week, basically, and I sleep like shit.
Well, it's all that show prep.
Well, yeah, well. I mean, for people who, well, I mean, nobody was here. You were here, and I was here. Lindsay was here. So for everybody who missed it, which is everybody, we just had a hell of a show. I want to go home. I mean, we just, for like an hour, we just killed it in this little room in the back of the Devil's Advocate, but nobody will ever know.
Now the show's gonna suck.
Oh, fuck off. I mean, no, that's, we've got stuff in reserves. I mean, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Just give me 20 minutes and a glass of grape juice. We'll be fine. But no, we seriously, we had like a 45-minute free show that was just off the charts. I mean, it was like Galifianakis fun.
When we start the subscription thing, then we'll have people pay for the pre-show.
We're starting a subscription?
I just came up with that right now.
Great idea.
But we should, because that would have been worth it.
It's gold. It's gold.
Yeah.
But this is the Jeff Dubay Show. It is a Monday. Jason McGovern is here. We're at Devil's Advocate, and the guest is Lindsay Striker. Now, let's have a little get to know her.
Who the hell are you?
Well, you know what? I know more about her than I ever
You know who I am.
would have guessed or wanted to know. Well, I actually think I might want to know a little more. But now I know you went to Kansas because you got Jayhawk shit all over your Facebook page. But okay, so who'd you sleep with on the basketball team?
I'm a Jayhawk.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. So when were you there?
I'll tell you later.
No, Jesus.
I was there from '98 to 2002.
So who was on the team back
God,
then?
that just tells
And I don't
everybody
mean it. I don't mean it nonsense. I mean it in a completely non-sexual manner. Who was on the team back then? Just so I want to know if you had good teams.
Oh, Nick Bradford.
No, that's it. I mean, you got Danny Manning. You got that history. You give me a Nick Bradford.
That's who she starts with.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, Cole Aldrich even. Come on. I mean,
That was after me.
yeah.
I think I know the players better after I was there.
Well, okay. Well, you had more than one player when you were there. I mean, I don't mean you had more than one player. I mean, there's
Gooden.
the team. Oh,
Drew
there you
Gooden's
go.
a
There
buddy
you
of
go.
mine. He's a buddy of mine. He's
There you
from
go.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, but who else did they have? I mean, that's still not a very good
You
team.
make me look bad by not remembering these players.
Really?
Oh my
Well,
gosh,
yeah.
college
I mean,
was
you went
so
to
long ago.
Kansas.
I know.
I mean, if you go to school that is known for like a specific program, I mean, especially basketball, when you only have 12 players and 7 of which play. Like if you go to Duke, you remember who played when you were there. You remember Christian Leitner was banging your dorm mate. I mean, you don't
know.
forget things like that, especially if he was a dude.
And not only that, they were in the Final Four when I was there.
This should
And
be
I'm
memories
not
of a
remembering.
lifetime.
That's horrible.
Did you have a little to drink in college?
Yeah. Do you remember any of your
Just a
college
little.
years?
Just a
Seriously.
little. Better question is, am I drinking now? And
That's
it's
just
only water.
It's just water, but I mean, we'll get you a beer. As a matter of fact, if you leave the room, I'll roofie it for you. No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to leave the room.
He'll still roofie it for you, no problem.
Just do it now.
As a matter of fact, you don't know what's in that water.
Oh my
I
God.
don't. All I know is Jake brought it in.
So where are you from?
Minneapolis.
Okay, where'd you go to high school?
Armstrong.
Oh, you're
Armstrong
kidding me.
Falcons.
I used to have a house in Plymouth before my life went to hell. Yeah.
Plymouth.
I was in the Armstrong School District.
You were?
Well, I mean, not growing up. I had kids, which I didn't. I mean, I went to Hopkins. Much better school. Much better community. Robbinsdale's just hell. You know what? They've actually fixed Robbinsdale up. Yeah, no, people rarely die there now. No, they really have. They've spruced it up. I mean,
Really
like
taking a step.
I did a podcast with the student media guys. You know, Skinner and Tony, Sean Skinner and Tony. I forget Tony's last name because I think he changes it a lot because of the mafia. But we were at this like little Italian restaurant. I mean, there's like cool places in Robbinsdale. I think that
There are.
I think that monstrous pet feed store is gone.
Is it?
Well, I don't know.
Oh,
But
that's like a landmark.
I know. I bought a dog there once.
You did.
Yeah,
Was
for my
that the
family.
Chihuahua?
No, this is a Dachshund. He's currently my family's dog, my family dog. His name's Dave. I bought him because the previous Dachshund had just died, and my family was kind of in mourning. And back then I was loaded and I was cool, and I said, "What the fuck? I'm gonna buy a dog." And I showed up with Dave, and my brothers named him Dave after Dave Matthews because they're idiots.
Wow.
I know.
But I do like Dave as a dog name, though.
I like-
because
I was
it's
gonna
so
say,
off
people
the wall. I like
names.
Nothing better than people names
Yes.
for dogs.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can stick Fluffy up your ass. I mean, it's just. Although the old stereotypical names, like I just moved into a place on 35th and Bryant, and the guy's got dogs named Spot. I mean, you can't go wrong with Spot. I had a dog growing up named Fido.
No, those are solid.
classics. Those
yeah,
are
those are classics.
But I mean, I have no problem with like a person with a. I like a person's
Absolutely.
name.
What do you think of this one though? I have my buddy and his girlfriend named their girl cat Gary.
Well, I don't think cats are worthless and should all be killed.
Well, I think they should be thrown out of the window too. But
Yeah.
I'm saying if you're gonna have them, is Gary for a girl? What is that? What do you think?
Well, until the cat jumps on
But
me in
it's-
my sleep or pisses on my cereal.
Is the cat sure it wants to be a girl?
Well, maybe there's that. Oh, I didn't even
I
think
don't
about
know.
that. Wow, they messed that cat up.
Yeah, that's
Poor cat.
Cats and I, they've always been a stumbling block in past
You
relationships.
have a problem with? Oh, I didn't even. I was.
Oh
never
God!
mind.
I mean, it's just women and cats. I don't understand. I mean, and like, I'm not talking about like old crazy cat ladies. I'm talking like young women who get out and do shit, and they still got cats. It's like, come on. It's just they always cause problems because cats. I think cats are a little bit conniving. I mean, I think they get a little territorial. I mean, the guy comes sniffing around, literally and figuratively. I mean, they fuck with them.
They'll steal their wallet.
Cats
are
a year
fucking
ago,
evil.
a year ago, these two, I guarantee these cats messed with me. I mean, I mean, it's like they knew they could get my goat. They knew they could piss me off. They knew they'd get me in hot water. I mean, like it was like 11 o'clock at night, and I'd been like sound asleep for like an hour because I'm old. And they fucking jumped on me, like in the middle of the night, like, well, not the middle of the night, but I mean, I was sound asleep. Like, one on my chest, one on my head. And I mean, I freaked out. I mean, I was yelling and screaming, get these fucking cats out. And sure enough, who gets in the doghouse? The cats? No, because they know how to bait. They bait you. They reel you in. Fucking cats. I hate cats.
Definitely a dog girl.
Definitely. Yeah, see, I got a lot of respect for dog girls. But you know what's weird is, I mean, I'm not the manliest man in the world, but I like little dogs, and every woman I've ever known loves big dogs. Yeah, they love the big dogs.
I know.
I hate lap dogs.
I think they're all afraid that I'm going to be a rapist or something, and they want to have a
Oh,
dog.
protection.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah. and
just girls you're involved with.
Right,
like
that
big
makes
dogs.
sense
I am
now.
a
That makes sense now.
non-violent.
It's not all women.
I'm a non-violent sexual predator. It's really difficult. You got to get to be a volunteer, but you just have to be coercive. It's a lost art. But I had a Chihuahua, and he couldn't protect anybody from anything. But he had a life jacket and swam off my boat, and he was super cute. And I think a northern might have just swallowed him whole. But when we take him up north, I had a cabin in Brainerd. I mean, I would not put him outside unless I stood 2 feet away from him. Because an eagle's going to take him to the nest. I mean, that's just gory. I mean, I know families who've lost pets to eagles.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's creepy. I mean,
What did this Chihuahua weigh?
5 pounds.
Holy
Yeah, and my wife at the time, ex-wife now.
There's crows that will steal that dog.
She had a purse that she carried him in. Yeah, I know. Chicks dig that.
So you do like cats?
This was a dog. It was
but a dog, there's cats that can take out that dog.
But he was fun. He's not a
yeah, the personality part's way
dude,
different.
you take him outside and throw a ball. I mean, he's all over it. I mean, I'm not kidding. He's not some cat just saying.
Yeah, try doing that with a cat.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, no, he was the bomb. His name was Pal, and he was just he was just like he was black and he was long haired, so he like looked like he just got up. He's like this. He was like kind of like a hungover Mexican. He's just his hair sticking out in every direction. And he's just like squinty eyed, like fuck you, man. I'm going back to bed.
Talk like one too.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
No, he was awesome. Pal was
Is that the same guy working at Taco Bell?
That was an off-air story. Now you're going to confuse the listeners. I just dig it when I go to Taco Bell and there's Latin American guys behind the counter because they get the accents right when they call out the names. I just appreciate authenticity in any form it takes. So you went to Armstrong. You graduated in '97.
I graduated in '98.
So you might have known. Well, no, Jordan Leopold would have been a little older
Jordan.
than you.
No, my age.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was
so
a buddy back in the day.
Well, so you must know his wife, Miss Teen Minnesota.
Yeah,
She went to
Jamie
Arbor.
Duffy.
Yeah, she's very cool. She's a great gal. I mean, she's one in a million. He's lucky man. Let's see. Who else do I know from? That's all. That's it for
That's it?
That's it. Well, fuck Armstrong. I don't give a shit. Well, I mean, Todd Richards, Travis Richards. Okay, fine, whatever. Evan Kaufman. No, Evan Kaufman's a hell of a guy. Do you know Evan Kaufman?
I know the Kaufmans.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He really
Absolutely.
is. Yeah, I think he's like the only Jewish athlete I've ever met. I'm assuming he's Jewish. Is
He
Kaufman?
is.
No, yeah.
Nope, he is.
That'd be,
He
yeah,
is.
I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah, well, I mean,
Jewish almost every time.
it's not a really athletic faith. I mean,
You know what? They really
the Israel Olympic team doesn't kick ass. Although their Secret Service is badass, so I don't go figure that. I mean,
Right. Well, they've kind of had to work their way back into it.
I remember in my adolescence, I'm watching an Israel basketball game in the Olympics or something, and I swear to God, I mean, I busted out laughing. In the front court was like Herschel, Moishe, and I mean, their names was like
Average height 5'5".
Oh, it's unbelievable. It's like they got them out of the retirement home. And, like they were.
Were they good?
Spinning no, they were awful.
Oh.
There's no Jewish people do not make great athletes, generally speaking. Look at I mean, I got a lot of Jewish friends. Doogie, I love you, Doogie. You're not an athlete.
No, they own the teams. They're fine.
You are correct.
They're
You are
fine.
correct. God, you know what's funny?
Very good
God, I wish I could remember his name because I just watched him stand up on Netflix, and he did a bit about old people being racist and rich and stuff. Bill Burr.
Yeah.
Oh God,
That's the new Netflix one. Yeah.
He's amazing. He was talking about the Clippers owner. And people are like, can you believe it? He's like, well, fuck yeah, I believe it. He's 80 years old. I mean,
Right.
You'd be shocked if he didn't think that. I mean, that's what 80-year-old people
Exactly.
think. And it's just, you've seen it. He said
I just watched that one.
that he was really pretty actually permissive. He just had a problem with Instagram.
No, he would have been
Just
more
keep it up.
surprised had he not said that.
Yeah.
It would be more shocking had an 80-year-old
Right.
not said what he said.
Yeah.
And it was just keep it off Instagram. Everything else is fine. Just keep it off Instagram. Like, how does an 80-year-old even know about Instagram? Like,
Yeah,
what the fuck is he
seriously.
doing on his phone
Seriously.
with Instagram? Like, how did he get the app? Who got the app for him? His
just
5-year-old
learned about
granddaughter?
Instagram.
That's an 80-year-old. That's an insecure 80-year-old who's stalking his much too young girlfriend. I mean, for him to learn Instagram, to keep up on this bitch. I mean,
That's true. Why else does he have it?
Oh man,
That's true.
You think he just hired an Instagram PI? I mean,
he has a 24-year-old that told him about it. That's
Yeah.
probably what it
Right.
was, actually.
But I mean, you think like he would just literally, it's like getting like a PI to follow her. Like he'd get a PI to follow her Facebook, a PI to follow her Twitter. I mean,
Meanwhile, she's recording the conversations with him. That's a good
Yeah.
relationship.
Oh,
That's a really good relationship
What
they
a
have going on.
C-word she was. Jesus Christ. I mean, seriously, she was. In this whole thing, the thing that got overshadowed in that whole Donald Sterling mess is what a bitch this chick was.
Right.
I know. She's overlooked completely in the whole thing.
Anytime like a hot 20 or 30-something is with a decrepit old man, I mean, I'm sorry. I know she's deceased, but what's her face? The heavy blonde.
Anna Nicole Smith?
Yeah, she's a horrible human being. She's married to a 98-year-old man.
She was a gold digger.
I mean, come on. I mean, that's.
But she loved him.
Oh God, it's just obnoxious. You've got to be kidding me. She loved him, but his dick was a prune. I mean, could they even consummate that marriage? She would take a bottle of Viagra and then have to crank it.
Try to get that prune in there.
Oh
Did
my
you see the
God.
movie, the Anna Nicole movie on Lifetime? Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
How much
Out
time
there?
do you spend watching Lifetime in a day,
Yeah.
All
Jeff?
the ladies out there.
Yeah, Lifetime movies are just fantastic. And Anna Nicole Smith was such a great person. I mean, when she did her reality show, was she trying to be dumb to play it up? I heard she was like kind of. So maybe she's not an idiot. I mean, she's a horrible person,
Right.
but she's not an
No,
idiot.
she was
I mean,
smart.
she knew how to gold dig and market herself. I mean, she got as much out of titties as a person could possibly get.
Absolutely.
I mean, seriously. I mean,
True. Literally.
I mean, her entire fame and fortune. I mean, based on
Playboy.
Yeah. I mean,
Wasn't
seriously.
that the first? That was where isn't that where she first got her fame, or was she in Playboy after she married the old man?
No,
I think she was
it
in Playboy way before, right? And then
Yeah.
that's when she actually
Yeah.
got famous. Was by marrying
That's
that
kind of what
old
started
prick.
it.
Yeah. I mean, you know who else is a horrible human being? And I've often said that this person is.
Let me get my pen out.
This person. I only watched like
Take notes.
10 minutes of the show, and it's all I needed to know that this person was basically as evil as Hitler, just not as powerful. And that's Kim Kardashian. What a horrible human being.
Oh.
What a worthless human being. Oh no! Don't tell me you like model yourself after her. 'Cause you kind of look like her. I mean, she's hot, but she's worthless.
Well, thank you. I take that as a compliment.
Well, I didn't call
today.
you worthless.
Right.
No.
You got the
no,
good half.
the looks part. The looks
Yeah.
part I appreciate.
When you both like NBA players
Hey,
and rappers,
you know.
whatever. Well, whatever.
Well, no, I will admit, because I do watch the shows, but the more time has gone on, the worse it's gotten. Like
It's nauseating.
I was catching up on it today from last night, and I didn't even watch
That's
half
sad.
of it.
Can you imagine needing to catch up on Kim Kardashian's
you can't-
life? Like,
if
oh
you-
my goodness.
if you
It's
miss
not
an
even
episode,
about
you
her.
can't
I'm
just
really
let it
into
go?
Chloe and
Hold on.
Scott.
How many movies did she say she hadn't seen in the pre-show deal? But yet she's
Two.
catching up on Kim Kardashian.
Next time
I know.
you miss the
Jeez.
show,
Isn't
just
it
let that one,
pathetic?
just let that one
It's
drift
just
off.
pathetic.
Just let that one
Delete
drift off.
that right off the DVR.
Yeah.
I need to take it
Think
off
of it as
the
like a
DVR.
little polar bear on a iceberg that's just drifting off to sea, and we're just gonna let that one go because we got other polar bears. I mean, just it's
It's gotten bad.
okay. I saw 10 minutes of one episode, and it was an episode where Chris Humphries, also Hopkins
yeah.
High School, but I mean,
Yeah.
also really, really dumb. I mean, as dumb as a human being can be, by all accounts. But I mean, he didn't know he's being played for a TV
Well,
show.
I
For
think
God's sake.
he even knows that.
Oh, does he? Oh, well, okay. Well, they go to
That he's dumb.
They go to this. Boy, how dumb do you have to be to not know you're dumb? I mean, seriously. I mean, you take, when you're taking standardized tests and you're in the 10th percentile over and over and over
Am
again.
I dumb?
You're
You
like
start to realize
down.
that's not the good percent. You want to be in the
Right.
90th percentile. But I mean, so they go to this vacation to this like tropical paradise, like Bali or something, and it's like It's like, did you ever see the
They were
movie?
in Fiji, Bora Bora.
Yeah. It's like right out of the movie Couples Retreat. Did you ever see Couples Retreat with
did.
Vince Vaughn? That's
Yep.
what it looked like. I mean, it's like thatched huts out over the water, and the water's like as blue as scope. I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, it's idyllic.
And you're going to talk about when she got thrown into the water and lost her diamond earring and threw it.
Yeah, and
away.
she was also bitching that her place was too big, that
Yeah.
her villa was too big, and I just wanted to fucking just strangle the shit out of her, and then torture Villa with a flamethrower,
Yeah,
so she couldn't get out.
It has gotten a little bit obnoxious.
Oh, God.
It is hard to watch.
But speaking of, I mean, like, Anna, you
just-
thought Anna Nicole Smith was good at turning boobs into money? I mean, Kim
Plus, this is the
Kardashian.
butt. She did it with the butt. Kardashian.
Well, Kim Kardashian did it by a sex tape.
Has
That's
any,
how
well,
she
yeah,
got famous.
yeah. But has anybody ever taken more pictures of their own ass ever in the history of the world than Kim Kardashian?
Or just herself.
Just selfies, you mean?
Yeah,
or-
I mean, that's become a thing now with her. Like, how many selfies can Kim Kardashian take?
Jesus.
She made a selfie book for Kanye.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
Like naked selfie?
Well, I'm sure those were in there.
Well, good for them. Good for Kanye.
We're all gonna go to hell.
Well,
This
they
whole
should,
planet's
because they named their kid
doomed.
North. And that's just, I mean, they named their kid North.
At least it wasn't North by.
I was going to
North
say,
by
what
Northwest.
happens if, there's a divorce? Is
Well,
it north-south?
Oh, it does mess it up if you have the split.
whose name's
The
South? Nobody's
Northwest
name's South.
works. Well, no,
Yeah,
but the
North-
Northwest
it's
works.
going
But
up.
anybody, yeah,
It's
exactly.
going south.
Or does it become North Kardashian?
You don't hyphenate North.
It's all horrible.
Yeah.
North Jenner.
No, it's just stupid. We spend.
North Jenner.
I mean, I'm proud to say that I don't watch reality TV. But we as a country, as a civilization, we spend our time watching idiots. I mean, just idiots. And it's like when I visit people's houses, they're in these weekend marathons of
Yeah.
Vanilla Ice building shitty houses
Oh.
and just acting like a jackoff. And it's like, don't you have anything better to do than watch Vanilla Ice fall off roofs of half-built houses?
Which show was that on?
Oh my gosh, she's
Vanilla Ice
did your pen
Project.
out?
The Vanilla, isn't it called the Vanilla Ice Idiot Zone? I don't know. They're.
Oh, I missed it.
Oh, God.
I was too busy
Well,
catching up
no,
on
you
Real
didn't.
Housewives of Atlanta.
Well, you didn't miss it. You were blessed. Maybe you well, no, because you were just substituting another piece of shit show
Right,
for it.
right.
I mean, it's
It's
just
really sad.
the other day. I was in the presence of a female who's watching Mob Wives. I'm like, could they really be Mob Wives if they're on TV? But this one woman had the biggest set of fish lips, and you knew they were there. I mean, she was like an older lady. Do you know what I'm talking about? She's got these.
I've heard of this show. I've never
I mean,
seen any
her
of it.
lips have had more injections than a heroin addict's arm. I mean, her lips are just they're like
That's the thing now.
but it's
Well,
hideous.
not now, but
I mean,
But what is this? What
How
does
does
this all
she eat?
come from? Or do we hate our own lives so much that we want to watch these other people live terrible lives? It's not like like the Kardashians are living the life, but I mean the mob boss wives or whatever ones, and half of these they're not even like in the Vanilla Ice falling off a roof.
Well,
like
the-
well, doesn't
how
it
is
make
that?
you feel a little bit better about yourself if you see someone?
It's
someone
all-
But that's what I'm
else's
saying.
life
How
so shitty?
pathetic do we have to be to where we need to watch other people to make
I know.
ourselves feel better?
And you know whose fault it
Yeah.
is? It's all from
It's the world.
The real world. No, the real world.
Well, the real world
which was,
started it.
Which was the least realistic TV. I mean, everybody in this show's playing a part. I mean, they don't have a script, but they're going on that show to present an image.
Yep.
I mean,
Well, it started out like you're the gay guy, you're the black guy, you're the and then you play that role,
Do you
and then
remember-
we bring you together, and yeah,
Do you
the whole
remember
thing was
the,
like
do you remember
that.
the movie Munich, where the Israel Secret Service guys they like went and found the guys from the '72 hostage crisis and killed them one by one.
mhm.
Someday, when I'm old and retired and I got time on my hands and nothing to do, I'm gonna do that I'm gonna find Puck. I'm gonna fucking put a bullet in his goddamn head, just because it's his fault. I mean, he had as much to do with this shit.
Fucking Puck.
Wow. And he was just.
Kicking those scabs. Oh my God, I'm flashing back to
And he
1992.
was like
Holy
he was like an
shit.
intentional dick. It's like the accidental tourist, the intentional dick.
Yeah.
And it just did it to be a dick, just because everybody talked about Puck.
Yep.
It's like, but for one thing, it's not even a fucking name.
Didn't that guy end up like getting a show later on too? Like I think he got
I
a
think
show
he-
on
well,
MTV a year or two
I think
later
I
for
think
at
he
least
went
a
on
little
to
bit.
success
Yes.
for
Or
years.
VH1 or something,
Yes.
yeah.
No, he
Something.
found fame in gay porn. He could put stuff where nobody
Oh,
else. I
that's
mean,
where it
yeah, just talent, just a super talent. But what happened is these producers. I mean, these TV. There's a million networks now. I mean, there's a million effing networks, and they're all desperate for programming. I mean, I remember when the History Channel used to be shows about history. Now it's guys fucking sitting in swamps. I mean, it's like
TLC, same thing.
it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I mean, these were legitimate, networks that produced good biographies and informational stuff. And now they're just watching people sit in duck blinds and rip homos. I mean, it's unbelievable.
It's so much cheaper though than to like have somebody
That's
actually write a show and do all that work. They give you 4 lines and say, "You're just kind of improv on that." Go.
Put it in
That's the
somewhere.
point. It's just TV is so cheap. I mean, people are getting rich because they got people hunting gators who can't speak English and they have to have subtitles.
But what's so cool is you've got this resurgence from like Netflix and stuff where they're saying, "Fuck that! Now we're going to put money into it again and actually write shows and actually put some good acting and producing into it."
There's some cinema quality TV shows, and I you know what? When I moved to Uptown a year and a half ago, I spent like all of 2013 it's not Uptown, more Lynn Lake. And when I moved in, I didn't jump on getting cable right away. I just got $35 a month for good Wi-Fi, Xfinity Wi-Fi, and I spent a year. I'm listening to people bitch about their $150 cable bill or their DirecTV bill. Ooh, I almost spilled that. And I mean, I left that apartment after a year, evicted and mice ridden. But at that point, I realized, unless you have kids, there's no reason to ever have cable again, ever.
No, I haven't had cable for over 2 years, and I could have it. I just don't want it.
When I sit down in front of TVs, I see commercials that I've never seen before in my life. Like if I'm at somebody's house, it's like, oh, you haven't seen that commercial? Well, no, I don't watch.
The only reason to have cable right now is for sports.
Yeah.
It's the only reason I can go watch a game.
FirstRow.org. I mean, FirstRow.org will get you the sports you need. I mean, it's.
I went to FirstRow.org once on this computer, and I had 74 pop-ups in the first fucking 3 seconds. You get
a lot of pop-ups, but it's worth it. And you
need a Mac. You have a Mac.
And you can. I mean, if you have a TV with an antenna, I mean, you get most sports. Not all. I mean, but then.
Well, I have an antenna, and I watch Sunday Night Football and all the. You get games all day on Sunday.
The broadcast games.
Nice.
Yeah, when I was in the workhouse.
But no other sport really does that anymore. No other sport really cares to put themselves on major TV, especially the NHL, which I love to watch.
I mean, every one of these sports, other than the NFL, is primetime weeknight. I mean, they're not going to bump Modern Family or whatever.
Exactly.
Or, Housewives of the rich and fucked up. I don't know.
No, that's cable.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, it's a little nauseating how stupid it gets. But then I think to myself, when I was a kid, I watched All Star Wrestling. I mean, it's just as dumb as anything. I mean,
those were male soap operas.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Monday Night Raw. I remember we would party to watch that in high school.
And it was a personal. I mean,
well, I know, but stop. Come on, people.
It was a personal highlight for me, and I mean, it went uncelebrated. It was just something I just acknowledged myself. But being a kid and watching AWA, the day that I became Facebook friends with Gene Okerlund, I mean, I just walked around with just
Mean Gene? Is that Mean Gene?
Yes. I just walked around with a grin on my face all day long. He's also the dad of Todd Okerlund, former Gopher hockey player, U.S. Olympic hockey player. Hey, we haven't taken a break yet.
No, we can sneak one in.
Where are we? 22 minutes in. Yes. Let's take a quick one and see what Rusty thinks of Gods in Exodus or whatever the hell it is.
I came to tell you something is coming.
Exodus, Gods and Kings is getting poor reviews. The big-budget biblical reboot about the story of Moses is directed by Gladiator's Ridley Scott. Christian Bale plays Moses, and he had one main commandment for doing this project.
No matter how many films you've done, it never stops being so much bloody fun. Riding on a horse, slashing through people, having some fights, I mean, that's straight back to being 8 years old.
Comedian Chris Rock's movies typically get poor reviews, but his new movie, Top 5, is getting the best reviews of his Hollywood career.
Do you think the wedding is hurting me? Listen, Andre, the wedding is the best thing that you got going right now. If this thing flops, we could be talking Dancing with the Stars. Man. Dancing with the Stars? That's where you're at right now.
Chris not only stars, he directed and wrote the film, and rewrote the film, and rewrote the film.
Dude, who knows, 100 drafts? I mean, even when you're editing, it's kind of rewriting.
Exodus, Gods and Kings, and Chris Rock's Top 5 are at theaters around town this weekend.
Folks who've listened to the show, they know that I lived in the Uptown area here, right down Pleasant Avenue, as a matter of fact, and on the corner of Pleasant Lake is where Uptown Pawn is. And I have been here numerous times, had numerous business dealings with them. It's just a nice place with good, honest people. Bob Jacobson, the owner, you run the place. You've always been good to me.
Thanks, Jeff. We try. That's part of our business. We're here to help people, and so everybody walks in the door. We hope we can help.
Well, what I've always appreciated is when people are nice to people who are the low man on the totem pole. Like when I was a bat boy, I like the star guys who are nice to the bat boy. Right. And I mean, I came in here and you guys didn't know who I was. You didn't know I had a radio show, and you treated me great. I mean, just the guy off the street.
Listen, that's the idea with I think a smaller family type business. Somebody walks in the door, we don't want to let them see everybody gets treated the same way, and we hope that's the case. And we don't want to see them leave without. We try our very best.
It's really easy. It's easy. It's low pressure. Good, honest people. Right on the corner of Lake Street and Pleasant Avenue. You guys got to check out Uptown Pawn. Hey, we're back. Uptown Pawn. I've already told anybody that. I mean, I'm not doing a lot of holiday shopping this year, but I told everybody that anybody is going to get from me, you're getting a Christmas gift from a pawn shop this year. And that's not a bad thing.
No,
it could be jewelry, electronics. I mean, hell, if I was paying money for it, you'd be getting some crap from Target. But I mean, I got store credit at Uptown Pawn. I got street credit at Uptown Pawn. I mean, I just walk in and point at shit. I mean, guitars, amps, TVs, tablets. I mean, I'm telling you.
I'm going shopping with you.
Have you ever been to Uptown Pawn? Seriously, it's a super place. I mean, I'm not just saying that because it's on Pleasant and Lake Street, which is where I lived for a year. And I knew these guys, way before. I mean, I ever pitched them to be part of the show. I mean, that whole year, because I didn't make shit at 1,500 because I was a risk, and I understand that. And then because of my past, I had garnishments and the IRS, bleh. So my checks were just garbage. So it was not uncommon for me to get to the end of a couple of weeks and. A few days away from the paycheck, and take the laptop up there for, give me $100 for a few days, and I'll go score. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't go score. I didn't go score. I'm sober for almost 4 years. But anyway, I digress. But so I knew these people. I mean, it just became so easy. I mean, it's just no hassle. No, I mean, so I think people have like a stigma attached to pawn shops, like inner city pawn shops. Like they think you're talking, through 3 inches of glass, and you're gonna be ducking bullets, or you're gonna get ripped off. I mean, no. These are really, really nice people. I mean, really cool, down to earth people too. And it's also owned by one of the Strausses, Jerry's brother, I believe.
Yes,
and I miss Jerry so much. I mean, I'm telling you what, he was the all-time protector. And I got tickets right now. Jerry, where are you? I know where you are, buddy. I know where you are.
Tell me about it.
I mean, I still remember. I mean, I kind of drifted out of touch with everyone and everything during the time of his death, and I read about it in the newspaper. And I mean, I walked around in a fog. I mean, I was sober, but I mean, I had, drifted. I mean, during the later years of his life, he's living in an apartment in the warehouse district. Mm-hmm. Do you remember what he called it? It's gonna make you cry.
He might not have told me that name.
No, he called it Casa Lonely.
No, I did not know
And
that.
Jerry took the party with him. I mean, Jerry's the kind of guy who, he had a party at his fingertips, and he just dial up, he's
still on my phone.
Mine too.
Take him out.
It kind of creeps me
I
out.
know
Dark
the number
Star's
by heart,
Dark Star's
but...
still in mine too. I got to start cleaning some of these out because it's starting to wig me out. I mean, dead people in my phone. I see dead people in my phone. But Jerry. I mean, one of my first experiences with Jerry is I met him at J.D. Hoyt's. And this is like 98. And again, I had a girlfriend that I'd broken up with, and I let her keep the apartment, and she stopped paying the phone bill. It was in my name. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, I'm getting pulled over for like a suspended license because she didn't pay the fucking phone bill. So Jerry says, come on, I'll meet you at J.D. Hoyt's. So we're sitting down at J.D. Hoyt's, and he goes, I hope you don't mind, I got to do a little business. I got a client coming in here to meet me. So this just tattered, hippie-looking dude walks in with a paper sack. And Jerry says, excuse me for a minute. And he goes to the next booth, which is empty, sits down with this guy who opens a sack and counts out $50,000 in cash right there. Because, Jerry was as good a defense attorney as there was, especially trial lawyer in this town. I mean, the shit he made that what was the Courtney James girl, Melanie, whatever, the shit he made her divulge. I mean, it was like a penthouse forum, and it was unbelievable. I mean, talking about because Courtney James had the domestic assault case. But anyway, and then that's where this is Shaq, I'll call you back came from. Because she was also a groupie to the stars, not just to college players, including Shaquille O'Neal. But anyway, so Jerry was, the ultimate defense trial attorney. So, I mean, guess what? I mean, he defended some drug dealers. He defended some pimps and some hoes.
Yeah.
I mean, and they paid him in cash, and unfortunately, from time to time, I believe a little in trade. And It eventually took its toll on one of the best men I've ever known and ever will know. And I miss him every day.
Every day.
Because I'm always in trouble. No, I'm not kidding. I mean, he is. When we called him, our defender. I mean, we weren't kidding. I mean, if somebody, I think I told this story on the air a couple weeks ago. But there was a guy when I was working at the Fan. There was a guy pretending to be me and getting laid left and right, and I'm getting nothing. But I mean, I'm getting emails from these women who are talking about last night in the hot tub, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was at home last night. Who is this clown? And I mean, Jerry wrote him one email,
and it was done.
I think the guy, out of fear, cut his dick off.
Yep.
But I mean, who's this guy?
Didn't just stop, but literally penis gone.
I mean,
Jerry went over there and did it.
Jerry sent him a letter that made me cry. I mean, it scared me. I always changed my name. I mean, but this guy like sent back the most humble apology. I'm like, well, dude, at least you're getting some. I mean, but, I mean, in a hot tub too. It's not easy. I've never fucked in a hot tub.
No, it's annoying.
It's overrated.
You get out of the hot tub. Go in. Go inside.
Yeah.
Well, don't even have to go inside.
Well, no, I take that back. I have had some in a hot tub, but it wasn't bad because when you do what you got to do, you hop up onto the ledge.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now you're talking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I wasn't talking. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you can't. Well, underwater sex is just stupid. That's just gimmicky. You're showing off. I mean, who are you trying to impress? I mean,
it's not in a porn.
It's like porn for Aquaman. I mean, it does nothing for. It's like salmon spawning. It's just stupid.
It's for the 18-year-olds.
All right, what are we going to talk about? We got 30 minutes left. What the hell? Oh God. You know what? This is going to be a semi-serious topic, but it's only going to last a couple minutes. How the fuck do they get away with suspending Adrian Peterson for a whole year? And how does he lose his appeal when Ray Rice wins his? How does Ray Rice get a U.S. district judge to hear his? And why does Adrian Peterson get fucking Roger Goodell's butt boy? I mean, none of this makes any sense. And then the most crucial thing that the NFLPA is right to sue on his behalf. And the headline is fucking hilarious. They're trying to get him reinstated immediately. Oh, for week 16? Thanks.
Yeah, bring him back. Great.
But I mean, when Goodell decided to beef up his domestic abuse or domestic assault guidelines, it was because he fucked up the Ray Rice thing.
Right.
I mean, so he did it as a reaction to Rice and Peterson. It came out at that time. So you weren't sure if the new guidelines or the old guidelines would apply to them. But the new guidelines were the beefy, tough guidelines where your first offense is, guess what? A 6-game suspension. How does he have to sit out a year? I mean, the way they're trying to justify it is that the 8 or 9 weeks, whatever it was, he was on the exempt list.
Doesn't count because he was paid.
But that's
is what they're saying, which I agree with you now is bullshit.
Yeah, but even coming out of it, there's still 7 or 8 weeks left in the season, and you're suspending him till April fucking 15th.
Right.
I mean, where do you get the balls? Because you think Roger Goodell, and I'm not saying this is not a philosophical argument on whether or not Adrian Peterson should be playing. I'm not going to go down that slippery slope. But the bottom line is Roger Goodell thinks he can do anything to anyone, and when he has a chance to make an example out of somebody, he will, because he knows he's a worthless asshole, and he's got to build his reputation on the mistakes of others, even if it's not deserved. And he's such a hypocrite. And the one time they had a chance to actually do the right thing and nail somebody to the wall, they let him off. I mean, the first Ray Rice, and that's why Ray Rice won his appeal, because there was a U.S. district judge who had actually heard of double jeopardy. Where in the NFL, they'll let you, if you get Roger Goodell's fucking butt boy or shoe polisher for your appeal, they don't give a shit about double jeopardy. There's no double jeopardy in the NFL. That's a law. It's not a Roger Goodell rule. I mean, Roger Goodell rules are Roger Goodell rules. I mean, it is what it is. He could do whatever he wants to.
But okay, so I don't understand. Here's what I don't get is when it got to the stage where you go to the next step, which in Adrian's case was an arbitrator. Why did Rice get a federal
What's the difference between
arbiter?
What's the difference between an
I think you're right,
arbiter
actually.
and an arbiter? It's just an annoying word. But anyway.
Well, either way, he had to go to that guy, and then Rice got to go to a judge. What was the difference there? That's the part, the legal part that I don't understand.
And
did the players' union fuck up and do it right with Rice and then wrong with Peterson?
I don't know. I don't get it. Do you remember years and years ago, Pat and Kevin Williams? They were going to get suspended for star caps.
Right? Yep.
And their thing went to a judge, and they just kept pushing it off.
And they went to a Minneapolis judge, which was great.
Yes. And you probably had tickets for the fucking game and a little something on the side.
Yep.
And Pat Williams was no idiot. I mean, he was able to push this thing off to retirement. Right. Go ahead and suspend me now, bitches. I'm 500 pounds and I'm living out in fucking Jamaica.
Exactly.
Whatever. But the whole, I mean, they got to just do nothing but judge. They never had to deal with the NFL. So I don't understand what gets some things into a legitimate court of law with a due process, as opposed to, fucking Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, where fucking Goodell's up there ordering around Oompa Loompas to fucking do whatever he wants. I mean, it's ridiculous.
But don't you think though that this Ray Rice situation happened, then the AP situation happened, and as soon as this hit with AP, everything with Ray Rice just sort of went to the back burner,
which is ridiculous.
It didn't matter anymore. All the focus was on Adrian Peterson. Ray Rice really got the good deal with all that, and
the greatest thing that ever happened to Ray Rice this year was Adrian Peterson.
I have a theory.
And vice versa, opposites. The worst thing that happened to Peterson.
I have a theory that Ray Rice actually whipped Peterson's kid to get the attention off of him, and he just hung on Peterson. He's genius. He's an asshole, but he's genius. But the other thing that bugs me, what they used to justify the ridiculous over punishment of Adrian Peterson is a lack of contrition.
Yeah, remorse.
You know how many players have bullshitted you, Roger Goodell, over there? Oh, I'm so sorry with the. I mean, they're full of shit. I mean, did anybody ever stand in front of you and didn't say they were sorry about the Blood Bowl cruise? They're sitting there, they're elbowing each other, going, "Until next Saturday, I got this fucking whore lined up. She's gonna be unbelievable. She's gonna suck you in. She's balling balls deep in her."
We'll do it in Wisconsin though next time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we'll do it on a river. They won't even catch us. We'll fucking gun it. But they're showing contrition at the moment. They got the crocodile tears. They got they're acting really remorseful. But Peterson just was like, well, whatever. I mean,
and when does that make a fucking difference to the kid? I mean, the whole thing is the kid was hurt here, right? So if Peterson's really sorry about it or not, the problem is the crime was still already committed. What the fuck difference does it make how he feels afterwards?
Lindsay, I think you agree. Goodell just wanted to nail him, and then he was able to use a lack of contrition as an excuse. Don't nod. It's right. You can't nod.
Exactly. I've just been so worked up about this.
I know. It makes me furious.
I think I've lost some Twitter followers because of it. But
you gotta take a stand sometime.
Absolutely, and it's
I lost some friends in the Ferguson Police Department, so shit happens.
I'm at a loss right now.
You are, and it's a really shitty time.
I know.
You're on a podcast right now.
Absolutely, and this is like I've been so strong about this for like the last 15 weeks.
Well, whatever.
Yeah,
I mean,
14,
I
whatever.
Can't. And then just seeing this, I hope he does retire. I hope he retires so nobody else
that's
gets
bullshit.
the benefit
He's not
of
gonna
him.
retire.
I can't believe
he just put that out there as a contract thing or a ploy, but that he was never thought about retirement this year.
I still would be shocked if the Vikings get him at a decent price, because I think he's going to see a lukewarm market for him, just because people are a little afraid of the age and the tread on the tire, and Dallas has no use for him.
But if you can get equal pay somewhere else, wouldn't he want to leave just to get out of here?
It depends. I mean, he has no issue with his teammates or this coaching staff. I mean,
that's true. Sure, Zimmer would love to keep him.
Yeah, exactly. And how much time does he have to spend around, front office people or the Wilfs are mafia. I mean, so they're hypocrisies left and right. I mean, they're from New Jersey and they're in waste disposal and they got sued for racketeering. They're fucking they're Goodfellas. They're in I'm pretty sure I've seen them in Goodfellas. They're fucking mafia. They've buried people in the Meadowlands. So I mean, but wait
a minute. What's under the new Viking Stadium?
Yeah, seriously. I mean,
haven't thought about that.
Yeah.
I mean, Goodell can, he can just overpunish Peterson, drag out the process, and keep him on the exempt list as long as possible, and then make sure that doesn't count. That way, his mafia buddies don't have to make him sleep with the fishes until after the season's over, and then nobody gives a shit. It's just hypocrisy.
And it really bothers me how you can go from hero to zero in 0.2 seconds.
Because people in their mob mentality are just dicks. I mean, Adrian Peterson's a good guy. He fucked up punishing his kid, and he fucked up legitimately. But it doesn't make him
and we can't dispute that.
You know what it reminds me of, to a certain extent? I don't know that I've ever, other than Jerry Strauss, I'm not sure I've never known a better human being than Kirby Puckett. I mean, Prince, salt of the earth, would do anything for anyone.
Yeah.
Shitty husband. I mean, just others too. Could not. I mean,
wasn't he kind of shitty to gals in general though too? Not just cheating on his wife, but
who hasn't
groping?
Who hasn't had a few too many and then chased a woman into a restroom? But I mean,
besides him and Roethlisberger.
No, in all honesty, he's not. Kirby's not a violent guy. He's not somebody who'd ever harm anybody.
Hate Roethlisberger.
I mean, no. Yeah, I mean Roethlisberger. I mean, he basically borderline, almost kind of sexually assaulted somebody. I'm trying to skirt.
That was very
skirt around
skirty,
it.
yeah.
I think fucking raped somebody.
You don't skirt around anything.
Well, I mean, I don't want to get sued. I mean, he seems like he's kind of a dick.
Hey, if we get sued, we made it, man.
Well,
if this podcast gets sued, I'm so happy. I mean, other than the fact that you'd be paying.
I'd be glad my name was on it.
Yeah. Oh God, would I be liable? I mean, but before the Bernard lawyers were against me, this time they'd be with me. I got the Bernard lawyers with you this time. I got on the right side. If you can't beat them, join them. I'm on the right side. Oh. But I mean, I've totally lost my train of thought.
Back to Kirby.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, I saw. I mean, I've seen him go out of his way. He'd never take an off day at home. He would never, ever. I mean, when he needed him. I mean, when his legs were killing him, and he could get sore. I mean, he's carrying a pretty sizable load around out there. And, I mean, and playing on the hard artificial turf surface at the Metrodome. I mean, it was a concrete fucking floor back then. I mean, he could have used some days off at the Dome, but he refused. He told Tom Kelly, "You cannot ever give me a day off because some kid's coming to see me, and some kid's not going to see Kirby Puckett sitting on the bench, not in Minnesota ever." Right. And he would sign autographs. I mean, he'd go outside at the loading dock there, and not only would he sign all of them, but he would stop. He'd step back and he'd say, "Did I get everybody?" And a few more hands would come up, and he'd get them. "Did I get everybody?" And he'd do that until no hands came up. You know how long he would have to stay out there? I mean, if you're Kirby Puckett and you're saying, "Did I get everybody?" You know how many? I mean, you're asking to be there all night. I mean, right. He would stay till every last one. And then all of a sudden, the guy, he got married because he thought he should. It's the thing you do. But I mean, he candid moments. He would tell you, I can't. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't keep it in my pants. I like girls. I got the big bottoms and all that. He fits the stereotype. I mean, he is.
Well, when you're Kirby Puckett, you got a lot of options too. And every man is as faithful as his options.
But but you can be a bad husband and not be a bad person. Right. I mean, you can separate these things. I mean, Adrian Peterson was not wrong to discipline his child. I mean, it sounds like the kid smacked some kid off a motorcycle in a video arcade. I mean, there are times you got to, teaching moments, parent moments. But you don't do it. You don't leave the mark of Z across his testicles. I mean, it's just you got to have some common sense. And to me, Adrian Peterson, I'm not going to say he's a bad dad. I'm just going to say he was dumb. He was naive. I mean, he was raised in a different culture. He just was oblivious to the proper way to treat a child, and he went way too far and deserved punishment for it. But I've spent, when I was at the Fan, we had some contact with him on a really regular basis. He's charitable, he's pleasant, he's out in the community.
Exactly.
Just don't shake his hand, because, he'll grind it to a powder. But, he's not. So everyone wants to rewrite history and jump on the I'm right, you're wrong bandwagon and try to, burn Adrian Peterson's in effigy. It's just ridiculous.
Well, his image is gone, though, right? I think his image is tarnished forever now.
That's the thing. It seems that way.
But we build you up to tear you down in this country.
Exactly.
That's just what we do.
And to build you back up. Marv Albert bit hookers. And he's back. People don't, some awful things.
NFL careers don't last long enough to really have the resurgence, though.
Well, OG's had a couple of comebacks, but that's as an actor too, I suppose. But I think he's out of comebacks.
Where he is now.
I think he's out of comebacks. Well, he's an asshole. He's a criminal. He's a killer.
He's a horrible person.
Yes, he is. You know what he should do? I would love to see him marry Kim Kardashian. We might eliminate two problems at once, because somebody would actually see him murder her. Because there are always cameras around.
Well, she'd be taking a selfie as he's stabbing her in the throat.
Yes, and of course there'd be TMZ, and there'd be their fucking reality show crews. OJ would be on video.
You'd have 4 different camera crews covering this.
Yeah, absolutely. And
it's true.
He'd still get off.
Rest his soul, there'd have to be 100 Johnny Cochrans coming up with rhyming bullshit to get him off of that char. So what we need is we get him to with Kim. She gets killed. I don't have to worry about her ass anymore. And he's doing it live on video. Then it's on TMZ. Then it's on your phone with a little news flash.
And then they just lock him back up.
Then it's on her selfie and you get it on Facebook. So it's like you'd have to go to Mars to get an impartial jury. He's just gone. It'd be beautiful. He'd finally get nailed for murder and she'd be dead. I'm getting too happy thinking about it. It's just
you really are.
Oh, it's utopia. The thought of it's utopia.
Pretty excited about this.
I'm also excited that we're getting towards the end of the show a little bit. Can you tell him? I'm getting tired.
You're excited about
I shot my wad. I'm getting a little worn out. Well, pardon my French, but
why don't we take another quick break then, and you can maybe gather yourself.
Yeah, no,
bring it back.
I'm going to get some grape juice and take a nap.
Hi, I'm Terry Daniel, and I've been a voice actor in Minneapolis for over 2 decades now. How often are you getting compliments on your voice? Now is the time to do something about it. If you're interested in getting into voiceovers, please contact me via my website at universalvoicetalent.com.
Awesome. Because
Okay, last year, 2013, I lived just down the road, Pleasant Avenue, just a few blocks here from Uptown Pond, which is right on the corner of Lake and Pleasant. And, there are a couple of times, you just try to get to that next payday, maybe a couple bucks short. If you've got some items, jewelry, diamonds, electronics, I mean, you come down here and they give you a fair price for it, and then you come back a week later, 2 weeks later, whatever, you get it back at a real reasonable price.
So we're very competitive, we hope, on different ends, different articles. Computers, electronics, TVs, jewelry. We buy,
Bruce
we
Jenner,
give
right?
loans, and we also have emphasis on diamond jewelry too, that we also try and give credit for the best we can. We're specialists in that area also, so it's an all-round sort of combination.
Well, it's a great place. It's a nice, clean place with honest people, and I tell you what, it's got a real family feel to it. As a matter of fact, it's tied into Doug's family, and I go way back with the late, great Jerry. So, I mean, these are people I know and people I trust. You can find them on Twitter, too, by the way. They're at Uptown Pond, and also on Facebook, Uptown Pond, and uptownpond.net.
We are now.
That's the one bad thing about breaks is they always end. Well, my ears are. I mean, when I get going, my ears start to get sweaty, and I didn't dry off the headphones. It's like putting on a wet bathing suit. It's just uncomfortable.
Do you need a napkin?
Well, not at the moment. No. I can tuck it out. I can tough it out. What do we got? We got
15.
We're
Hey, why don't we plug the network?
Oh God, yeah. Network or not work? That's what Sean Bernard always says. So you got to help me out with this because I do. It's grown so much.
Holy Christ! There's so many shows now.
It's the Ebola of networks. I can't keep the show.
Well, let's start with the easy ones. Suhan Unfiltered.
Yep.
You've got Rusty Gate Beer Review.
Yep. We got you in the Pubecast.
You've got myself on the Pubcast with Molly Burke. We've got Wednesday nights at Shamrocks.
Yep. With the music review and the Last Ride Band.
And Last Ride Band. Yep.
And
then Friday night karaoke at O'Gara's, which is fucking awesome. Have you ever done live band karaoke?
Honey, you're talking to the karaoke champion.
Well, do you say karaoke too? I think you said this the other day.
I used to say karaoke, and now after all the years, I've now kind of gone into karaoke. But yes, I did win a motorcycle singing, by the way.
Well, you've got to come to Shamrock.
You won a motorcycle singing?
Awesome.
Yes.
Did you show your tits? That's what you did. That's how you won it, didn't you? Was it a wet t-shirt contest / karaoke contest?
It was.
I could see how you won
well
that.
Well
Champs
done.
Minnetonka.
See how I got to the bottom of that?
Real quick.
I actually
that was
used,
3
I
seconds.
actually used some talent.
No, well.
Although I do think
some would.
I do think there were some Vikings that were judging. Not gonna lie, I don't know who was there that night judging. I didn't meet the judges.
But even after you slept with them? No, I'm just kidding. I don't mean to demean you. I know you're a good sport. That's the only reason I say stuff like that. Hi, Jim. Jim Suhan, everybody.
Yeah, Jim's coming on after us at 6:15. What's up, Jim?
Good to see you. Are we ever going to do a show together? I mean, you and I. I mean,
he did our show, and he hasn't done yours.
Well, Jim, I mean, I like to take credit for things that I only should have partial credit for, but Jim's here because he and I bonded over the whole. I mean, I recruited you, kind of. Well, don't tell Brad Lane.
I hate to tell you that that's true, but it's true.
It is true. I mean, I brought you aboard.
You did.
I ruined your life.
No, this is actually a great improvement in my life.
Oh, well, fine.
Just like your haircut's a great improvement on whatever you were doing before.
I did that myself.
That's awesome.
You know, I come in.
Will you do mine?
Well, that's gross. I'm a dude, man.
You do your own, and that's it?
What? You don't know how to cut your own
hair? It sounds almost like relationships.
You don't know how to cut your own hair? Well, you've never been to jail.
My hair isn't long enough or nice enough to cut.
I just go and buy
myself.
I buy a wall clipper, $17, and I just do the full metal jacket.
See, I've learned you changed my life in so many good ways.
Yeah. Well, but you got to put a guard on if you do your pubes because it'll pinch. Trust me.
And you always go a little too far. Always.
Not on a podcast. Not on a podcast.
I will do a show with you anytime. Just like, hey, if I'll do Jason's show, I'll do anybody's show. I thought we were
supposed to have like a weekly show, like the Dubay Show-Lindsay show.
And
that's how I get myself top billing.
And people stopped talking about it, so I don't know what that is.
Well, I don't know that there was ever any buzz on the street. You mean Sean stopped talking about it?
Sean stopped talking about it.
Well, how many shows a week do you do now?
Well, it's very fluid because the idea was for me to do 3, and then.
Have you met Lindsay? This is Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
She's a personal friend of Judd Zolgad.
Oh, cool.
Which I am as well.
That's a high recommendation.
We're plugging my friends.
I do theoretically 3 a week. One at either local or Karen's every Wednesday night, and then just pulled in Russo to do one
awesome.
a week.
That's awesome.
And so I don't know if that has negated them wanting me to do an extra one with you, or whether
I hope
one
so.
of the 3 of us.
You know what they're talking about? You know what they're talking to you?
Who are they talking to?
It's not top secret. We can talk about this shit.
Who are they talking to?
Another one of my guys. I just keep bringing people in. Julius Collins.
Oh, that'd be great.
Would it be amazing? He could do like a storytellers or a live at Daryl's house.
I'd love to.
And not to mention, he's a voice of freedom. He's He rallies the people.
Yeah.
He could do civil rights, and he could do human
and then
rights.
then we get my band, and he could
Yeah.
bring a band, and we could have a music night sometime.
Awesome, battle of the bands, because he
Well, his band would kick my band's ass, but we still do it.
in a street fight.
We get open for them.
In a street fight,
Street fight.
they destroy you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're a skinny
Yeah.
white guy. He's muscle bound, dude. I mean, he'd kill
Oh,
you.
I'm not arguing with you.
He'd kill you. I mean, he's a wrestler.
I'd be happy for us to open for his band. Let's put it that way.
I don't even know what he's got going on musically these days, but I mean,
Yeah, but
he'd do some
you
live.
can always
streaming.
pull 3 musicians off the street.
Well, I mean,
Literally.
That's what he did with the combo. I mean, that's what
Yeah.
that was the idea behind the combo, right?
Right.
Yeah. All right. Well, you get your turn. Go.
All right, all right.
Go get some chicken balls and
Nice to meet you.
Wait, hold on. I didn't even know. So Julius Collins does Combo Nation, like bunkers? Is that what you're talking
He used
about?
to. Well, it's Dr. Mambo's combo. Then it's a legendary combo, but he's quit. He
Okay.
no longer does that.
Because I know Greg Sane, who's
Is that the
still
old
at
guy?
bunkers.
No. Which one's Greg saying?
No, Greg. He's a singer. I don't know.
Well, I
how
mean,
else to
Julius did it
describe
for
him.
years. He did it for years, and then PA and I. This is when we were young and just kind of starting out the show in the late '90s. Neither of us were married. I mean, we do the Sunday night at the Caboose, and then we do Monday night at Bunkers. And I don't know how. I mean, now that I think back, I mean, how do you stay out till bar close and then do a show at 9 in the morning?
That sounds awful.
Crazy.
I know. Thank God PA likes to talk a lot, because I mean, I was fucking out of it. I mean, I was never much of a drinker though, but I'm not a morning person. So you keep me up, I'm screwed.
Well, and once I hit 30, the hangovers. I mean, if I have more than 3 beers, I'm hungover.
I can't remember. I think it's. I mean, I bet I haven't had 2 beers, like in the same 24-hour stretch in like 10 years. I've never been a drinker.
Well, and don't you like to be home by 9? I mean, I like to.
I'm not that old.
By 9? I thought you
depends.
graduated in 98,
11.
not 68.
I know. Isn't it horrible?
Jesus.
The older you get, it's like you used to go. You used to leave the house at 11.
Right. You pre-drink
Right.
till 11. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, now I like to be home by 11.
Well,
some days.
Do you
Some days.
want to know my work schedule right now? I do an hour on Monday at 5. I do an hour at Tuesday at 5. I do an hour at Wednesday at 5. I have no reason to get up in the morning.
Sounds about
So,
my
I mean,
work schedule right now.
I mean, that's 3 o'clock. That's when I get on the seedy website and start looking for hope. I mean, unless there's a fuck buddy out there for me. I mean, I'm just kidding. I'm not that. Yeah, I am. Who am I kidding?
What's your Twitter handle?
We have to make him a new one.
It's very cryptic. At Jeff Dubay. But
10 minutes.
all right. What the fuck happened to Blair Walsh? Why is Blair Walsh?
Holy shit, he fell off the map.
Is he hanging out with Matt Khalil? Do they? I mean, maybe they got to stop.
Well, Khalil's gotten better the last couple of weeks, so it's like they've reversed.
From where he was.
But I will say the Walsh 68-yarder was not a bad kick. I mean, that's actually was not a bad kick at all.
But that
the block was
53-yarder, he missed by a mile.
No, I don't
Indoors.
know. I don't understand.
Indoors was never even close.
Is that mental with a kicker? Do you think it's like a goalie? It's got to be mental.
Yeah.
I would think
and
so.
he hit the 70-yarder in warm-ups. Did you guys see that? I saw the video of it today. Hit a 70-yarder in warm-ups.
Well, they talked about it. I heard him make mention of it, but when they start talking about stuff that happens in warm-ups,
it's useless, but I'm just saying he can do it.
I was going to say,
fact
at least you know it can be done.
He has done it, yeah.
Well, I mentioned this with Wally Shaver last Wednesday. I mean, my favorite, trying to read too much into warm-ups moment was when I was working FSN, and we're up at St. Cloud doing a Gopher hockey game, and I'm there with Kevin Gorg, who's awesome, love him to death, and we're standing behind the net where Jeff Frazee is in net for the Gophers, and he was talking about Kevin's. He goes, Puffy. I was watching him in warm-ups, and so far the first couple of minutes of this game, he's on his toes, he's sharp. He's going to get a big game from Frazee, and then he gave up 2 goals from center ice and never played again. I mean, and Lucia almost killed him in St. Cloud. I mean, he might have buried him like right in the National Hockey Center. So people try to read into warm-ups. I don't know that you can really do much of that.
No, but I think it's crazy that somebody can kick a field goal from 70 yards. I don't care when it is.
Right.
That's just insane.
And this is going to be a complete layman's point of view, but I don't know how any field goal under 30 yards in the NFL is ever blocked, because you, in theory, could kick it straight up in the fucking air.
It's true.
I mean,
That's
really.
True.
Have it come down just on the other side of the crossbar.
It's like hitting a sandwich.
Yes.
It's straight up.
Flop it. Yeah, be the Phil Mickelson of field goal kickers. But I mean, you don't drive a 26-yarder. I mean, the guy wasn't even off the ground.
No, there's no excuse for that. And that is his fault there.
Yeah, I mean, there's no. I'm not kidding about this. No kick in the history of the NFL under 30 yards should ever be blocked. Maybe in a blizzard, and you slip and fall on your ass, like a Keystone
or a
Cop.
bad place, or a hold.
But I mean, there's no reason not to kick that ball straight up in the air. I mean, almost like a Lucy Charlie Brown kind of a hold, where Charlie Brown thrusts himself into the air, but to keep the ball there long enough to actually get some elevation. It just doesn't seem that complicated.
No, there's no excuse.
Well, you hope between last Sunday and yesterday, maybe it was just a bad week for him, and that it's not going to start going into a downward slump, because really he's mostly pretty accurate.
But ever since he's missed the first over 50-yarder, he has not been that untouchable kicker that you just trust with everything.
It's like his juju got fucked up.
Yeah.
But you know what was really disturbing about the game yesterday? I mean, we could talk about blowing the 14-point lead and how quickly it turned on a couple of bad throws by Teddy. I'm a big Teddy guy, so you're not going to give me to rip him too much. We could talk about you had missed opportunities with field goals. I mean, there are a million little reasons why they lost the game. But you know what really fucking annoys me is it's December, and I don't care if the Lions are 10-4. They're horseshit in December. That game's 14-0. And I stepped back and I said, "It's December. Look at the Lions looked at the calendar today. The Lions." And trust me, the
only other team that's worse is the Cowboys.
The Lions are going to lay a giant egg in the next 2 weeks and miss the playoffs. They're certainly not going to win the division.
You think so?
You think they're going to go to Lambeau and beat the Packers? You think the
not
Lions?
After last week.
Yeah,
or not
after
last night. Yeah.
How about after the last 50 years? You think the Lions are going to rise up in Week 17 on the hallowed grounds of Curly Lambeau Field and beat a real team? I mean, I don't like referring to the Packers as a real team, but I've said for months they're going to the Super Bowl, and I don't see how they don't, because the NFC is horseshit.
Well, do you think the Bills could have taught somebody something though? Do you think that you can now
four
have that?
Pro linemen. I mean,
they have an awesome defense, yes,
but they do.
Can you scheme though and kind of play off of that and try to do that same thing and fuck up Rodgers without having the same talent?
The one thing that gives me hope that maybe the Packers are not a perfect team. They're definitely a flawed team. They definitely have issues on defense. And are we going to hear any more of this? Jordy Nelson is one of the top 6 receivers in the NFL. Jesus
that was a
Christ.
great catch last. I'm sorry. You mean when you dropped it at the 50?
What the Bills did is give me hope that maybe somebody could get the Packers on an off day because Kyle fucking Orton just beat him. Or as that announcer kept calling him, Kyle Orton. Did you notice that?
Does he hiccup when he does it?
Yeah, seriously. It's like he's just been to a wedding or something. Because he kept saying Kyle Orton like he's a fucking cowboy. Didn't it annoy you?
I didn't hear that. I
think you had to catch it early in the game. So I think finally a producer said, "Stop saying Kyle Orton. Just don't even try. Just let Dave Deal give the names. You just don't even fucking say Orton again." Why the fuck is he saying Orton? I mean,
some of these announcers, I tell you.
Well, that was the Packers and the Bills, and they gave him like the 5th worst.
Yeah.
They gave him the scrubs. It's like, who makes these decisions? I don't get it. Whatever.
Last week, I don't remember who was announcing last week. They were calling players on the wrong team. They were talking about the Vikings, and the guys were on the other team.
If it's not the NBC Sunday night game, it's a crapshoot on whether or not you're getting coverage.
Right.
I mean, it's awful.
I mean, each network's. I can listen to each network's top team, and with Fox.
The top teams, yes.
Well, Fox maybe top 2, but after that, yeah.
Well, I don't even like Buck, but Aikman's great.
Well, I think Buck is a sanctimonious, Niles Crane little weasel. But as a matter of fact, here's how I describe Joe Buck. And Judd loved this. I did this on the air with Judd. I said he is the villain in every Adam Sandler movie. He's Shooter McGavin. He's the guy with the black wavy hair in Mr. Deeds. I mean, Joe Buck is the smarmy little frat boy, rich mama's boy, asshole bow tie wearing villain of every Adam Sandler movie. That's who he is. But he's not a bad play-by-play guy. I mean, he does a decent job when he doesn't take himself too seriously. And I thought his "See You Tomorrow Night" call in honor of his dad was one of the coolest things.
Yes.
I thought it was awesome.
But again, how much creativity did that take for him?
You know what? I think he knew he was going to be. Oh yeah, like you're your dad. I mean, it's still. I thought it was a nice tribute. Let me just put that.
No, I'm not hating on that. That's probably the coolest thing he's ever done, actually.
Yeah, I mean, he could get. I mean, that haircut that was like a Wall Street 1988.
Well, did you ever see his HBO
haircut.
show?
He's got an. Oh no!
He had an HBO show. He was like trying to do like a Bill Maher, but like a sports show, and it was fucking awful. He just comes off as such a pompous prick.
Yeah, he doesn't have any personality.
I did see that.
He's like wearing a leather jacket. Like he's just such a dick.
You know what? It's all these guys, these top guys. I mean, like Nance is okay, but Nance has gotten to the point where he's trying to be the moment. Like every finishing putt at the Masters is basically his ode to himself.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
I love him, but you're right.
But he does. I mean, he does a good job, but he's starting to get to the point where it's like, boy, I'm 50 and I don't have a fucking signature. Where's my miracle? I need a miracle. I need, do you believe in miracles?
But wouldn't it be better to have 30, 40 years of just great coverage? Like you just never, I think that's what he has done.
And football, college hoops, golf. I mean, he's very versatile. I'm a big fan.
Yep.
But just stop trying to, put a fucking bow tie on the end of a big ribbon on the end of everything.
That's what makes you long for Herb Carneal. Somebody who can just sit back there and just shut up.
Yeah.
Just shut up and let the moment be the moment.
Right, yeah.
I mean, I still think that you're right. NBC does the best. But they only do one game a week.
I agree.
I mean, all their resources go into one game. It's like if I fucked once a year, I'd be good.
How about once a week? They do once a week. You can't do the once a week. Huh?
I get tired. I'm a little bored. But
how's that sex life going?
I'm just kidding. But I mean, Al Michaels. I don't know why people bitch about Chris Collinsworth. I think he's great. I mean,
he has become too praiseworthy.
Well,
everybody's the greatest player ever.
And he's got a whiny voice. But I mean, so do I. I mean, people
but I swear, Collinsworth 5 years ago, 4 years ago, would criticize, and now it's just always heaping praise on everybody.
Right.
And that's annoying at some point. Like, tell that guy just fucked up. Tell him you fucked up.
Right.
I don't understand that.
I've heard him be critical, but I think he reached a point in his life where he's just giving thanks. I mean, he's a white wide receiver. It's like, geez, I gotta start giving back some thanks. I'm a lucky son of a bitch. I was a white wide receiver, and I went to the Super Bowl.
Every time you see him on camera, he's got the biggest smile on his face.
Yes,
like he's so happy to be there.
Happy to be there.
Yeah.
And I do like listening to him. I mean, he knows his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He knows his stuff.
I think Al Michaels is a fantastic play-by-play guy.
He is maybe the best right now.
Mm-hmm. And they know which players belong on which team.
I think Rodney Harrison's a little bit of a hard ass when it comes to studio stuff.
Agreed.
I think one of these days.
But he's trying to be too.
I think if Tony Dungy was younger, they might fight. But I mean, at 60, he's past it. His fighting years are behind him. I mean, he
I don't want to see him kick the shit out of Tony Dungy. I would feel really badly.
I would too. I mean, God.
That would be awful to see.
I mean, he's like our most famous living alum when it comes to our football program.
And Harrison would destroy him.
Oh yeah, he'd kill him.
It'd be so bad.
Dude, he'd have to dig out the living will and find out if he wants to plug pull, if we're gonna fucking feed him mush for the rest of his life and massage his gums. I mean, I don't know. Oh, you're a nurse. You know more about living wills than I do. I mean, they got to stick the tube down his throat to make him eat. Not Tony Dungy. He's fine. He's going to be okay.
It's like...
Well, you're a real nurse, right? That's not like some Halloween.
I am a
Wait, are you a real nurse?
Not real nurse. RN.
Or do you just play one on
nurse,
Halloween?
Baby. Nope, it's real.
Right at the best moment. I think we could have some fun there, and now we're done.
No, that's okay. Well, no, I'm sure she's been.
I want to hear more about the Halloween nurse.
Have you ever done Naughty Nurse on Halloween?
I've always wanted to. I've done Naughty Police.
But I had a girlfriend who did a French maid thing once.
It's over?
We're done.
Well, that's what I said. I was really disappointed.
And I was just going to get in. I wanted to get into what's with all these random women on the sidelines all of a sudden. Who are these sideline reporters?
Well, where have you been? Watching Kardashians. That's your problem. Just doing a football game in the last 20 years. That's what they do. Although some are good. Susie Colbert is good. Michelle Tafoya is good.
I'm not talking about people we know.
Just bimbo?
I'm talking about, like Lisa Smith all of a sudden, who shows up on Sunday like she's a sideline reporter all of a sudden. I'm not talking like Susie Colbert.
You got a lot of horny executives out there. You got a lot of horny network.
Michelle.
You got some horny network executives out there.
That's the only reason.
Yeah, I mean, the night before that, Rupert Murdoch was doing lines off of her ass on Saturday night. She got her gig the next day.
We got to go. Jim's got to do the show.
See ya. Goodbye.